Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going on? I'm happy to be here. I made it. We made it. We're here.
Almost
We're here. We made it. Steph, we made it. I'm
She's
so
so beautiful. Look at her.
no, look at you.
All glowy and whatnot.
Oh no. Look at stop. I'm so excited to have you on here today.
It's been a long time coming.
I'm sorry about the flyer. You were supposed to get a flyer and a whole rollout. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. He created the flyer, but I could not put into words on how to um describe you.
I'm an experience, right?
Yeah, you're an experience. So, to me, you are a very good friend. You are a healer of the heart. And I am so excited to share you with my world. But we're sharing mics today, so I'm going to pass it over to her.
It's like we're in the BET cipher.
Right?
Hi, Brandie's world. It's nice to finally meet you. My world is over here somewhere. Hi to you guys too. I found Brandie, or the universe blessed me with her. How long has it been? Since 2018?
Yeah.
Since 2018. Like, listen, when I find something that works for me, I stick with it. I've only had like 3 hairstylists in my whole life. And I found Brandie, and instantaneously we were like, the vibe was good, the energy was good. Her space feels like a safe space, which is highly unusual, especially for any kind of like hairstylists, any kind of salon, nails, anything. You walk in here and the energy here shifts you. So it was off top. I'm extremely blessed to have her as my stylist and as a good friend. I'm just excited.
Well, let's talk about you. We're here because of you.
You know, it's a little difficult for me to do that. You know,
it's time for your flowers. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
My name is Stephanie. I am a master certified professional life coach. I'm also a healer, a raconteur. For those that don't know what that is that I'm a storyteller. That's one of my gifts. I'm also a Reiki master. I'm a lot of things, but to me, I am a safe space because I didn't always have safe spaces growing up. And my grandmother was a safe space for me. And just innately, I want to be that for other people, especially people who have not had it in their life. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm like lots of stuff.
Yeah, what is the one? Give me the mic. Give me the mic back. What is like the one thing, because I know you've done retreats that have been extremely successful.
Yes.
I know that, you've done a lot of healing for people, but what is like one of those things where you say, okay, yeah, this is my jam and this is what I'm really known for?
Some people know me. I don't even think you know this. Some people know me as a singer. Did I ever tell you that?
You did, but I've never heard you sing.
Absolutely not. Don't try it with me today. Do not try it with me today. No. I was just at my client's daughter's sweet 16, and her husband goes, "Okay, who's gonna sing Happy Birthday?" And then she already knows how I feel about that.
More mine. Okay.
She already knows how I feel about that, and then she gonna scream out in the party talking about Coach Stephanie does it, but so I used to be a singer. I was in a group called the Gospel Gangsters like 1,000 years ago. Shout out to Chili Baby, rest in peace, Mr. Solo. We miss you every day. And what I've noticed,
the wine and the beer. So you know what we have to do? We
gotta pour it out. We gotta pour it out.
When you shout out like that, we gotta have alcohol.
The hood in me came out a little bit, huh? People don't know. Like people don't know. So I started off as a singer, and I learned a bunch of traits in that. And then I became, I got a regular, corporate job. And then I started my own management business. So a lot of your celebrity, your fave celebrity people and musicians and a couple of models, I was their manager. And in that, because a lot of them at the time didn't have budgets, I had to learn how to be a therapist, how to be a publicist, how to be like I was doing all the things for them. And then that prepared me. And I worked in corporate for 13 years. I never say where because listen, I don't want to end up in the courtroom. I don't want to end up in the courtroom because I don't really have, I don't want to end up in the courtroom. But I worked a corporate job for like 13 years and I was highly dissatisfied. I was extraordinarily depressed and didn't really know it at the time. I was going through a really difficult time in my life where I had been in, a really bad relationship. Like it was really bad. I lost my house. I lost one of my cars. And the one car I had left, I was living in it. And there was nowhere to be found. And I'm sitting in the car one night and I just was like, maybe it's me. Maybe I need to focus on me. So I started doing that. I started focusing on me. And that's where my healing journey started. And then I realized that my gift is my heart. My gift is in my touch. When I hug you, you feel held.
Best hugs ever.
When I look at you, you feel seen. If you are afraid, I am a safe space. So any place that I can do that. I remember my first mentor when I was in the Gospel Gangsters. Her name was Carolyn Harrell. She was a little bitty thing, like a 4'11", but she was very powerful. And she said to me one day, she said, you're going to be used to heal millions of people. And at the time, I had no self-esteem, no self-love. I wrote in my journal one time that, you are simply a waste of life. Like so when she said that, I was like, are you well? Do you need a doctor? Because I just didn't get it. And then fast forward, 20, 25 years. And I have clients in South Africa, in Barbados, in England. I work with couples. I work with younger people. People are very interested to know about my celebrity clients, and I just don't talk about them because, again, the whole safe space idea, I want them to have that space. So I don't really talk about them, but some of you guys know. So yeah, for me, that's like a long way to say my sister tells me this all the time. You're the product. People, they like your retreats, they like your coaching, they like the products that you sell, but it's you that they want. So for me, it's if you walk away from me, I want you to feel better. I want you to feel empowered. This key that I wear around my neck is called a giving key. With each and every one of my clients, when they first start, I tell them, what's your life word? And I think I've talked to you about this before. Your life word is one word that describes who you are. If there could only be one word on your tombstone, it would be that word that you would want people to remember you by, that you would want to be known for, that when the word is said, you feel like someone's talking about you personally. My word is empower. So empower is engraved on this, and one day it will tell me who to give it to. And I'll pay that forward and give this key to somebody who needs it. So for me, it's empowerment. I want you to be stronger and remember who you are when you walk away from me. 20 minutes later.
That was a word. It was a word, and it's always a word with Stephanie. Stephanie, she come in here and she brings church. That's just what it is. It's a lot of wow, arms up in the air. It's like it's Kekoa church when she. Yes. I'm gonna get you one of them robes next time.
The wedding official too, honey. I already have it.
I'm gonna give it to you. So we heard you told us like your why. Your whole why, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I brought these box of cards and these books out because you and my mother have encouraged me to get things like this. Every time you leave my space, I feel I have to get a box of affirmation cards. And to be honest with you, I think that you should probably think about having some affirmation cards, coming out with them yourself, because the way that you put things so eloquently, after reading the affirmation in a way to where we can like touch, we feel touched. I think you need to have these with an audiobook in your voice. I spoke it. Let's go. We're going to do that. Okay. See, I saw a heart. I know. I agree. I saw the one heart and I agree. That was a wow. Okay. So, let's just do something fun really quick, because let's pretend you're coming in to get your hair done and I'm like, Stephanie, do an affirmation. Or you can read something out of one of these books.
Affirmation cards are our thing. I've done some videos for you on your page, and they're affirmations.
There are, yeah.
I'll let you pick.
I don't know.
Or let it pick us.
Yeah, let it pick us.
Wave your hand over it, and then when you feel the word stop, then you grab whatever it is.
Oh, is that how it works? You feel the word? Should I have like a necklace or a pendant? Like
you don't even need a child. You are the necklace.
Oh,
okay?
I'll take it. Okay, we are the thing. I don't know how to do it. I don't know.
What do people need from us today?
What do people need from us today?
And when you hear or feel stop, you just grab it.
Dude, I really did feel stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the things I teach people, to listen to their...
for real, this is my mother's day.
Stop playing about this. Let me tell you about this. When I first started my healing journey, I started learning about affirmations. Louise Hay was my mentor.
See?
That's bananas.
Look at this.
Louise Hay was my mentor. Yeah.
Okay.
These are good.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
And then right now,
this is so, I need to just thank you again for coming on here, because this is so needed right now to talk about good things and healing and how to become centered and balanced. And I'm going to ask you those things again, so then you can share it with my audience.
Absolutely. Nervous system resetting, the simple things. I guess we could talk about it too. You're going to be my premier friend now. Aww. So every September I do a 30-day challenge called Self-Love September. But because of the tragedy that took place in Minneapolis, I just didn't feel like it was time for that. So I postponed it to October.
Okay.
And those are some of the things that I focus on in self-love. October is the idea of resetting your nervous system. And a lot of times people do not like this, especially parents. They do not like it. The hierarchy should be you, then everybody else. You, and even you, God, everyone else. And people get freaked out when I say that, because like God is the center of my life. And I don't mean to put God second in that you're better than God. I mean that in order to hear from God, you have to be taking care of yourself and making the intentional choice to hear. That's why it's in that order. But people don't like that.
I'm okay. I'm listening.
God is spanking you right now, isn't he?
Yeah, no. I'm listening. Okay, how do you do yours?
Okay, so I just shuffle them, and then whenever I feel or hear the word stop, I stop. Or sometimes the card will just pop out on its own. When it pops out on its own, that's usually your spirit team, like, you already know. You already... Okay,
here we go.
I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
So the affirmation card says, I trust my journey. You guys can see it. It says, move forward in life with the certainty that you are on a journey headed toward your highest self. When you hold steadily to your vision, understand that reaching the final destination will be worth it. The roadmap of life is ever changing and leading you toward your destiny. So good. Oh my God. She's so good. Even from the afterlife, she's so good. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said I started off doing this and I started off doing that. My life has been... Are we allowed to cuss?
Oh, yes. Okay.
My life from the beginning was a shit show. And I was constantly asking God, like, one time my mentor said to me, God, you are the apple of God's eye. Like, he really loves you and he's going to use you. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. And I said to her one day, if God loves me so much, why is he letting all these horrific things happen to me? And she said, all of these things that are happening are not happening to you, they're happening for you, and they're preparing you to be able to do what you were called to do. At the time that she said that, I was like 21, and I was like, you're old and you don't know. Like, it was like, no. But when I look back at my life, me experiencing abuse, if I have a client or somebody who attends my retreat and they've been abused, and I tell them, I read this really great book. And the book says that they're not going to trust me because I have no idea what I'm talking about because I've never experienced it. But because I experienced it, that was a tool that got put in my toolkit to be able to help people heal. I have a very vivid imagination. And I could tell a story that's not true at the drop of a dime and feel it in my body and make other people feel it. And I didn't know that at the time, but that's how you manifest things. That's how you shift the energy in your body. And without that tool, I wouldn't be able to teach people how to do that. If someone has been addicted to something and I've never been addicted to something, why would you listen to me? So trusting the journey means even in the hard times, even when you feel like giving up, even there have been a million times I've tried to kill myself when I was in my 20s, like twice. I have felt my house looked like hoarders at some point just because I was so depressed.
Not a hoarder house.
No, it was friend. It was so bad. Listen, this is how bad it was. There was a pathway from my bed to the kitchen and my bed to the garage. Everything else was literally covered. You couldn't see the floor. It was trash. It was everything. I was in a really horrific space. But now I know that those things are happening for me, not to me, number one. And sometimes we need that ass spanked. Sometimes when we're not following.
Who wants to hear that? I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear that.
But listen, if I have to hear it, y'all got to hear it. If I have to hear it, y'all got to hear it. When you're not following the calling of your heart, when you are not on your path and on your journey, then things will happen to get you on the path and the journey. This is what I tell my clients all the time, and it's true. I live by it. First, the universe knocks. No, first the universe whispers, and then the universe knocks. When you don't listen to the knock, the whole brick wall comes falling down on top of you. So if you just listen to the whisper, you avoid all of the other really traumatic, horrific things.
But listen, it's kind of scary listening to the whisper because when you listen to the whisper, sometimes you take chances.
The whisper will tell you to jump.
Yeah, like that's scary. I'm one that I need the brick wall to come down. I'm like, okay, let me move.
That's why we sisters.
Yeah.
God usually works with me in threes. Like he'll tell me to do something, I'll be like, absolutely not, not doing that. And then the second time, no, but thank you.
Yeah.
And then the third time, I'm like,
let me go ahead.
Oh, let me just go do it, and I'll do it, and then great things happen.
See, and then with all of that, and let's just talk about the state of how things are now in the world. Specifically, let's narrow it down to the United States.
Okay.
Right? We are in shambles.
We are.
We are ghetto. We are. It is
0
just
out of 10. Do not recommend.
Yeah. So with that, people's emotions are like this, right? And I'm for me personally, when clients come in, I'm seeing a lot more shedding in their hair. I'm seeing a texture change. I'm seeing them say, oh, I don't know why, I have a spot missing here, or the doctors put me on this medication or on this medication. And these are women that are like my age. And I know I can't say this to them, but I know that this is all from stress.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, is there anything, any tips or advice that you can give the audience
Mm-hmm.
on how to just kind of balance things out and to get your center back?
Yeah. Um, there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. And it's not an easy read. And, but I do recommend that people read it. Your body is telling a story. Your hair shedding is telling a story. The bald spots are telling a story. You being shaky, you not being able to sleep, you sleeping too much. It's all giving you the directives that you need in order to get yourself into the best space. And by the way, you can tell your clients it's due to stress. And I would encourage you to, because sometimes people need to hear it from not their therapist, not their life coach, not their husband, not their wife. Sometimes they need it to hear it from you. And I've told you this before too. There's healing in your hands and in your energy. Like I tell her all the time, like I've given her products like spray your hands, like spray your space, like don't take people's energy in, and make sure that you're, because as much as she has an effect on you guys when she's doing your hair, you have an effect on her when you come in here and your energy is off. So one of the main things that I teach people is surrender. Well, let's go even before that. I would say wake up in the morning and instead of grabbing your phone, just start with 2 or 3, maybe 5 minutes. Listen, I can hear the collective oh from people who have followed me or been clients because they hate it. I can't meditate, I this, I that. Just start with something slow and breathe really deep from your diaphragm. So you take a deep breath in through your nose and then you hold it for about 8 seconds and then you exhale or blow it out of your mouth. Do that about 3 good times, and you're in essence saying, okay, I'm here, I'm awake, I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever the day has. I'm ready to create the type of day that I want. And even though the whole world is falling down around me, you can be in your, what we call the core of peace. It's in your center. That starts with self-care. It starts with self-love. Drink tea or coffee in the morning. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure that you're doing deep breathing. Meditate 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You do not have to be like a meditation guru. Like you don't have to meditate for an hour. Start with something small. And by the way, this is a question I get all the time about I can't meditate because my brain won't shut down. That goes to what I said earlier about the surrender part of it. In meditation, you have to surrender. So I'm going to ask you this. So close your eyes. I'm going to ask you this. Visualize that you are on a beach and it's beautiful and you can smell the salt water and it's just beautiful. And then all of a sudden you hear this noise and kind of like a trembling happening. And you open your eyes and you look around and it's 20 wild horses just running down the beach. Would you get in the middle of those horses and try to get them to stop running? No, because you would get trampled. Your thoughts are like those horses. Instead of trying to control your thoughts and make it stop and make it this, you just acknowledge the thought. Okay, so if I'm sitting here and I'm gonna meditate. Stephanie said meditate. So I take my deep breath and I'm meditating and it's silent for 10 seconds. And then all of a sudden, oh, I need to remember to get milk at the grocery store. What time do I have to pick up my son? God dang it, my client needs me to call her back. The brain starts going, right? Once you become aware that the brain is not silent, you allow it to finish its thought. Let it finish. Like a little kid. Mom, mom, mommy, mom, mom, mama. If you don't acknowledge it, what happens?
It keeps going.
It keeps going. But if you go, yes, then it stops. So in acknowledging, okay, it's okay that I'm having this thought. I'm not bad. I'm not doing it wrong. It's okay. Thank you for sharing. And then you go back to your center. You go back to the silence. And you're going to be struggling back and forth like that for a while until you learn to settle into the quiet in the space. And in that quiet, are all the answers and guidance that you need.
Get much quiet. See, I'm still back at the horses. I would probably try not stop the horses, but jump on and try and ride one of the
Girl,
horses.
you would get me too, but then we'd be nice and trampled. We'd be nice and trying to call 911.
I love that whole analogy of that on how to like get balance and get your center. Well, I've been trying to do that too in the mornings, not reaching immediately for my phone. But I have to sometimes really stop myself because I put on the sleep mode on the phone at like 9 o'clock, and that's just kind of let people know Brandie's sleeping. Hold the thought, or just to hold the thought. But then when sleep mode comes off at like 7, my phone is like bing, 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 bing. So I'm like, okay, I'm not. And I let it bing because I try to see how much self-control I really have. Bing, bing. I just let it play out and I'll take some breaths. Sometimes I'll go downstairs, throw something in the crock pot, because it's better for the brain. It's better. It forces me to breathe and take that first breath and take that.
Those dings and dings is not good for your nervous system. It's triggering. And and we also with the digging and all that, think about an alarm. Those really harsh alarms and like how it like shakes you out. My recommendation for you is to leave your phone on silent, and then so when you turn it on, you're not hearing all the ding 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 dings until you do your tea and your affirmation of the day or journaling or whatever it is that you're gonna do. But yeah, listen, anyone who knows me will tell you, my phones, they stay on DND 24/7. I have a list of people.
Does it?
24. You know what my friend told me? She said, you don't give a damn about nobody. She said,
I have an attitude when I could be talking to a friend. There's a few friends that did this to me. I was mad as hell. We were in the middle of text messaging, right? Yeah. And I thought, we're going to get a ha, he, hoo, hoo. She could put do not disturb or like silent mode. Or like one of those. I was like, what is this? How dare you? That is so rude.
Because I can't deal with the dinging on either one of my phones. It's just like
then put it on silent.
I won't do it because you know what happens when it's on silent? That the notification still comes through. But what I will say is this: I have a very short list of people that are on my do not disturb list. So no matter what time of the day or night, if they call or text, it will come through no matter what. You are, I mean, I better be on that. You on the VIP list? Where else would you be? Oh, another thing too. People, it's kind of shocking, but it's good for your nervous system. You wanna engage, especially now in America where we live. We have no control over everything in our lives, and that can make us feel helpless, which triggers depression and anxiety and all of these things. You just have to remind yourself, I am in control of me. I am in control of who I am, how I show up in the world, and how I feel. Everything else, I don't give my control over to other people. That's when you hear people be like, girl, whatever energy you giving me, I'm going to give it back to you. I'm not. Because I'm not going to give you control to tell me who I'm going to be in the world. So even if you piss me off, even if whatever the case, listen.
I could learn from that because, first of all, I'm a Gemini. Okay.
Oh God, my mother was a Gemini.
I will start there. I'm a Gemini, and I absolutely match energy. And listen, I don't want to. But if you come into my space and you sit down, I'll give you the first few like, yeah. But then after that, I match it. Because you don't deserve the better part of B. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's easy for me to do because that's kind of how my personality works. It's very easy for me to shift and turn it on and then turn it off. But that I'm working on because I've heard that same thing that you told me. I've heard that. Because then people are thinking, so many people around town or my circle, or like it's either like, oh, she's so nice, or
100%.
Brandie is just an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But I just matched
Me too.
the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I matched what it was that they brought to me. If you're real cool to me, Brandie is the sweetest person in the world. But if you a butthole, I bring it.
Yeah. I was like that. But anybody who knows me, we can. I'm not. Anybody who's known me for any length of time will tell you I have not always been love and light. I've been more Crip Cuz than love and light. Okay. Anybody who's known me for any extended period of time, no, I'm not the one to play with your mama, your daddy, yourself, whatever, but don't play with me. If don't get upset when my level of anger isn't the same as your level of anger. If you kick me and I burn your house down with you in it, don't get mad. That's just
that's what I'm talking about. She didn't took it to a whole new. I said I was gonna match you. You talking about you gonna burn the house?
I was never a match. I was that's what you want to do, and I'm gonna whatever you did to me, I was gonna do it worse. But I had to unlearn that because all it was doing was hurting
yourself.
It was just harming me. I tell this story often. So when my mother was in the hospital, my mother was in a coma. She was in the hospital. She was dying, and her sisters were there, and one of her sisters, I call her Aunt Evelina because she didn't want anybody notifying me that my mother was in the hospital dying. So she didn't. And then the doctors found out that I existed, that my mother had a daughter. And they said, we can't do anything else. Her daughter needs to be the one making these decisions. And so I had to go, when they notified me, my best friend, I refer to her as my sister. I looked at her and I said, I'm going to go meditate before we leave, because if we don't, and I didn't even need to finish the sentence. She already knew. I would have dragged her and threw her off the roof of that hospital playing with my mama. So I went and I meditated, and in that quiet, God said, for me to be kind to her. And I said, absolutely not. And God said, be kind to her. I said, absolutely not. And God said to me, look at her and tell me what you see. And when I looked at her, I could see pain, self-hatred, grief, all of these things. I could see it. And so God said, I'm not telling you to be nice to her in a way that means be the bigger person, which I hate. I hate that phrase. I hate it. I'm not telling you to be the bigger person. I'm telling you to be kind to her and not match her energy, because I'm trying to show her who I am through you. On the flip side of that, my clients will tell you, anyone who's attended a retreat, sometimes Jesus flipped tables. Jesus flipped tables. So there are some times when you need to, I'm not into the toxic positivity thing. I'm not going to tell you be positive and, give light to people who bring you to, no. Sometimes you need to cuss people out because that's the language that they understand. Sometimes you need to show people that, listen, I call it Crip Cuz, you call it what you want, but don't play with me, because that's the language they understand and that's what they need to hear. So don't ever swallow the anger, but also don't let anybody, girl, you know how powerful you are? And someone pisses you off and then you like, okay, watch me show my ass for what?
Let me see. Let's specify here. If they do,
yes,
and people see that side of me, you have done a very, very terrible thing.
Yes.
You, 100%. I don't just pop off like that really quickly. You've done something terrible. There's a few things I don't play about. I don't play about my family. Period. You know what I'm saying? My husband and my kids, period. I don't play about. And for those who know, I don't play about my family or my kids. But with other things, I still am I'm trying to work on it.
We're all trying to work on it.
Yeah, we're trying to work on. Let's get to these questions.
Oh yeah, okay.
That we was talking about. Okay, explain to me the question.
Okay,
explain to them.
So if you guys in Brandie's family follow me, then you already know this. People in my family, you already know. So I have basically taken this entire 2025. I have not been really present on social media. A lot of people have been messaging me, "Are you okay? We miss you. Why aren't you posting?" And I've been promising for several months now to do a Q&A because I asked people at the beginning of the year, what do you want more of from me? And they said, we want you to go back to going live with us. So I used to go live all the time and I stopped. We want Q&As because they want to be in my business. And we want more story times. My story times they're legendary.
I love her story time.
They're a mess most of the time. But so they wanted that. So I promised, okay, I'm going to do a Q&A. I sent out emails. I put out links and I told people, ask whatever questions you want to ask. No holds barred. Ask me what you want. I don't care. I'll tell you. And so I got tons of questions and I still haven't done the Q&A. So I thought that since I was going to be here with you, that I would let you pick a few of the questions that people asked and I would kick off the Q&A here at Small Business. Yeah, with Kekoa. So
exciting.
I mean, also some of these that I've looked through, some of them are not suitable for work. So put your headphones on.
Yeah, put your headphones on. I know I'm seeing people that's okay. So I'm gonna do this one because I'm gonna do it because it may or may not apply to what has happened to me recently. Okay. My man wants me to call him daddy. But that seems weird to me. Mm-hmm. Have you ever called any of your significant others daddy?
How does that apply to you? Because if y'all gonna be in my business, I'm gonna be in your business. Because what?
I mean,
you don't have to say,
like,
yeah.
I know. I've been married for 20-something years. You know, I think he wanted to spice things up.
Yeah, a little habanero.
Yeah. Like, call me daddy. Like, you want to do it.
Listen,
just a little bit. And I can talk like this. My daughter's not on social right now, so I can just talk. Like, I didn't know how to take it.
Did you have the same response? Who asked the question?
He said that. He told me to call him daddy.
No, I know that, but I'm saying who asked this question?
Tyler. Berkeley Tyler.
Did you have the same reaction thinking that it was weird when Koa asked you?
I immediately said no. Because I'm like I'm the boss.
Yeah, you're the boss.
I'm the boss. I don't call anyone daddy.
She said, I'm the daddy. you call me daddy. She's the boss. Absolutely correct.
I am the boss. Uh-huh. But then, when you married so long, you're like, that's kind of hot. Okay, daddy. I don't know, but I just stop talking about me. Has that happened to you?
So she wants to know if I've ever called any of my significant others daddy. Not that we want everybody to hear. Okay. There are only 2 men in this entire universe that could truthfully say that I've ever called them daddy. There's only 2 of them. So yes, I have. There's 2 men in my life that I've called daddy. I'm a lot like Brandie in that I have always had to be in charge, and I'm the one running the show, and I'm this and I'm that. I was raised by a single mother and a single grandmother, like very empowered women. So you have to have a certain energy for me to call you daddy.
So they got to be real, call me daddy.
Listen, can I tell you something? One of the guys, the one guy asked, he was like, will you call me daddy? Baby, I love it when you call me daddy. And I was like, because he had daddy energy, right? But the other man who could honestly say that I called him daddy, don't lie, he did. The other guy that could say that I did call him daddy, he never asked me to.
You did it on your
He
own?
never asked me to. He did something. And matter of fact, I think that it wasn't even, I think it was we were texting each other. He did something and I was literally just like, I melted I was like, yes, daddy.
What?
Over it. And yes. So he didn't even ask. I just started calling him daddy.
I would never do it with just like free throwing those out for free. You have to work for that.
Well, that's the point. Yeah, he did. His energy was very, he had very daddy energy. And this is the other thing about the daddy thing. I think Tyler who asked him. So Tyler, you have to feel safe and comfortable. Everybody, you shouldn't be calling anybody daddy. If you feel weird calling him daddy, I would suggest that you ask him why he wants you to call him daddy. And then if you want to be a little spicy about it, you might walk up on him wearing something that he likes, smelling the way he likes you to smell, and just get real close to his face and say,
"Oh my God, what is going on?
Boom!
Wait, what has this turned
into?" And then you take it off yourself and you put it on him. But if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it, and let him know why you don't feel comfortable. But I would ask yourself, like, why?
Okay, that's very good.
Both places, why? Yes.
I'm lost for words because this was a small.
I've never seen this.
This is a small business talking about love and healing and all this stuff, and now we ended it talking about who we gonna call daddy.
Daddy thing is love and healing, sexual healing, energetic healing. If you got a father wound and you're with somebody you feel safe with, and you're calling him daddy, that could be healing to your inner child.
That's real deep. That is very deep. It's all. Yeah. I mean, some of these I wouldn't. I don't know that I'm gonna say online.
See, this is the thing about Q&As. When I say no hold barred, y'all just be wanting to be in my business. Yeah. Y'all just ask questions. Like, very rarely do I even get questions about like actual healing and life coaching stuff. It's mostly like about my life.
I like this one. If I'm gonna ask you to marry me, I need to know your answer to this question: sugar or salt and pepper on your grits?
D. All of the above. So this is how I feel about grits. I sometimes eat grits with tons of butter and sugar, which reminds me of kind of childhood. I ate cream of wheat.
Mm-hmm, I like cream of wheat.
A ton of butter, sugar, and also jelly. Yeah. When I was growing up, so sometimes I like a sweet grit, so I'll do butter and sugar.
One, two. I don't know. Just stop getting animated. Just hold it by the thing here and then talk. There we go.
That's the button I click. Should I click?
Yeah, don't click that. Don't touch it.
I'm not gonna touch it. So yeah, sometimes I like butter and sugar in my grits, but I also like salt and pepper, especially with a fried egg. You slap a fried egg or even some scrambled eggs on that.
That's not what the people ask.
She said butter or butter. I like both.
You can't. That's not a good answer. I'd be pissed off if I was you. Yeah, that's not. No, you ain't getting no proposal. You're gonna be left there at the altar
in my white dress. Okay.
Okay, let's talk about services that you offer, because we've been talking. We're about to turn this off. I have some other questions to ask offline, but let's talk about your services and if people want to contact you and just all of the things. Like if they're lucky enough to be able to contact you, can you give us information?
So on all social media, including YouTube, my handle is I'm Stephanie Alva, not I am. So I am Stephanie Alva. So you can contact me on socials.
Oh wait, we're gonna collaborate.
Oh, okay. So it'll be on there. Yeah. In terms of services, I offer one-on-one life coaching, group coaching, couples coaching. You can sign up for that on my website. If you use the code BKKOA, you'll get a discount because I'll know you coming from my family. I also offer sound baths. So I do. Oh, the sound bowls are the. Oh yeah. Next time I come, I'll bring my sound bowls with me.
It's supposed to be on the ground.
Yeah. You see, we're so. Oh, my bad. We'll do it. I promise. So I offer sound baths, so you can do a group sound bath, corporate sound bath, or you could just do private, like one-on-one sound bath. Again, all that's on my website. I'm stephaniealva.com. I have products that help with healing and affirmation and nervous system. So I have teas. I'll give you a heads up that the most popular one is called Facile. That's the one I gave you. The most popular one is called Facile, which means easy in Spanish. It's mango. It's like more mango notes, but it helps make things, when you do the affirmations with it, it helps bring ease and calm and peace into your life. I have bath salts for your aura, self-love bath salts, tantric bath salts. I'm also a wedding officiant. So if you need an officiant for your wedding, I do that as well. I am a Reiki master, so I do Reiki and energy healing. You can hire me for that. And I'm also available in the corporate sectors. Just allthethings.com.
Everything that feels good to the heart, the soul, and the spirit is Stephanie. Okay, well, we got that out. I'm going to wrap this up. This has been, I think, what I forget everybody else, what I needed. You know what I'm saying? This has definitely been something that I needed. And I'm so grateful for you coming here and coming into my space and sharing all of these things with the world.
Thank you for having
me. And we're definitely going to have her back next time with the bowls.
Yes, I'll bring my sound bowls and we'll do a whole sound bath. I've been meaning to do one for the space anyway, just for the space. So yeah, we'll make it happen.
Okay, and as I do with all of my small biz talks, I always say this: never, ever, ever, ever beg for a seat at anyone else's table. You have to create your own. Okay? All right, we create our own table here, and I look forward to creating more and adding more chairs.
Yes, this one is. She talks about me. This is the one to keep your eye on. I'm telling you right now, if you can get in here, if you can buy any of her hair, everybody's always asking me about my hair. It's this one.
No, it's not me.
She's the one.
You're the one.
You know what's going to be good? I'm speaking this into existence, and I'm good at that. My friends don't even like me playing, like, because stuff happens.
I don't know if I want you to say.
Yeah. We're going to do a retreat together.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a retreat.
We're going to do a retreat together.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be bomb.
For sure. That's done.
Yeah.
Okay, because we don't have camera crew.
The camera crew isn't here today.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
I'll come back on later.